The client's big issue at Rhenus Logistics in North Melbourne was they had grown organically over the years, and now they were sort of higgledy-piggledy ad hoc split up over 3 levels. So poor organisational structure as a result of their organic growth. And they got to a point where they couldn't grow anymore. The second issue that we identified was that they were chocked to the gunwales with their file storage, with their people, with their old outdated furniture, that whatever works we did, our design team had to be very surgical about how it could be designed and how it could actually be implemented, which was a really big one for the clients as well. So we sent along our investigation team, and what our space planning team identified was a number of issues. The first issue was that they had 4 kitchenettes scattered over the 3 levels. So there was no kind of social hub or any recharge zone that the team could use that could be theirs, where they could relax, maybe prepare a sandwich and, do that all important socialising that is part of connecting teams together. The second issue we identified was that they had no logical reception. So Rhenus are a global brand, they're a large scale corporation. They needed branding consistent with their operations worldwide. The third issue we identified was there was a lack of collaboration zones, lack of private meeting spaces to meet with clients and for internal meetings. We also identified the IT infrastructure was completely inadequate for what they needed and how they needed to connect up with their IT infrastructure globally. And the fifth one was an interesting one. It was inadequate ventilation. So the mechanical air conditioning was very poor, and you could sense that when you came up to level 2, level 3, you could feel it. It was oppressive. So how we solved all of this was the first issue with the multiple kitchenettes we resolved by removing all of those and installing one mid-level kitchen collaboration breakout zone that all the team could access, with a staircase coming from the ground floor team, from the top floor team coming down, so it became a really central hub. So that works really, really great. And the second issue of lack of clear reception, we developed a compact corporate style reception immediately once you enter the building, as opposed to accessing level 1 like the previous one. It's a very compact style, imitating the graphic design and elements of some of their larger scale operations around the world. They're in many, many countries with their freight forwarding operation. And the third one was we reconnected, reorganised the teams all by departments. We installed the breakout zones, separated, resolved the mismatch of operations across the 3 levels into the teams that were more likely to interact. And then we had the central collaboration area on the middle level where all the teams could pull together, socialise, meet, and use the acoustic booths. We also designed and implemented a new IT backbone and structure through the entire building. So a lot of Cat3 cabling, Cat5 cabling, a lot of joined cabling, in crazy spots. Due to their ad hoc growth, once again, so their growth became their enemy. They hit the ceiling very quickly with how far they could grow due to this inadequate infrastructure. So that was replaced in a brand new optic fibre connected to that to give them the full bandwidth they needed to allow the teams to do their best work and interact with their teams globally. And the resolving the fresh air, which was a big one, we had very low ceilings that we had to deal with the concrete ceiling levels. It's a fairly compact height building in North Melbourne. And we introduced slim style ducted air conditioning units, which we built bulkheads around with a large portion of fresh air intake. And now the result is completely transformed. It just feels fresh and just feels great. And we also, to nail actually how we're going to roll this out, our team were very surgical, keyhole surgery. So how we could actually roll this project out 3 floors when you've got 40, 50 staff there coming and going every day. You've got movements of parcel deliveries coming in and of other suppliers, supplying the Rhenus operation. And how we're going to do that. So our teams worked out a temporary accommodation strategy per level, while it could be tackled a level at a time. We had the different staircases that we could close off, reopen as the different stages of works came through, working away from the top down to the bottom, and then the final stages of implementation of all the really clever finishes, the finished result. And it was a lot of wall murals, a lot of graphics that their great marketing team provided us in from Singapore that we could implement on glass, wall graphics on plaster finishes. It really gives a place a really great vibe. The team also used biophilia with real plants. So we've got the planter boxes with the stainless steel liners and then the real life plants through there, which is really great. It provides rest for your eyes, it provides recharge, the sense of a plant, it's growing, it's healthy, it's improving the air quality of the tenancy as well, and coupled with the really great new air conditioning is a real sense of freshness and being alive, which is really great in the space. And we also use different carpet treatments on the floor to provide wayfinding and clarity around zones. Graphics are definitely a big part of the story. The high ceilings of the ground floor are really nice, and it's just a really amazing result. And so we achieved the full functionality through project rollout, clever design to identify all issues, a really clever staged project rollout, and a really great result to allow the Rhenus team to do their best work to serve their clients in the best way possible, to